AMD. So let's start our exploration of gaming with one of the best people in the industry on this subject and a great friend of AMD. Please welcome to the stage Head of Gaming at Microsoft, Phil Spencer.
Thanks.
How are you, Phil?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Phil, thank you so much for being here. It's great to have you at CES.
On your first CES keynote, it's awesome to be here on stage.
It's truly fantastic. Now, I have to say, guys, Phil is a legend in the gaming industry. Is Phil a legend? He's a humble legend. He's a humble legend. But Phil, tell us a little bit about what's happening in gaming.
Yeah, you know, it's great to see the great growth in gaming over the last few years. Gaming has truly become a mainstream form of entertainment. You see games now that are talked about on the morning news. You go to schools. A lot of kids' first introduction to technology is through games. Games like Minecraft, games like Roblox. It's just such a great on-ramp to our youth and for all of us to come together and entertain each other.
No, that's no question at all. Now, Phil, you know, our teams have worked really hand in hand on Xbox for multiple years. Can you talk a little bit about our partnership and what we can create together?
Well, a moment I love. November 2017, we launched Xbox One X together. Xbox One X was the last console that we've launched together. That console put in the hands of creators the ability to build absolutely the best versions of their games. True 4K entertainment, and you see this. You see this with AAA games today. They're playing so well on that platform, and it's just awesome. The collaboration has been key. But even more in depth in the way our teams work together, one of the key features for us was backward compatibility. The fact that today's Xbox One console can play games from the 360 generation and even the original Xbox generation, which required work at the silicon level to make sure.
It was a lot of work, Phil.
It was.
Okay, just saying.
But not only does it play those games, it actually plays those games better than the original console. And to think about that, those games were created at a time they had no idea that an Xbox One X would be there, and the games are running fantastic, and that was due to the great partnership that we have.
Yeah, no, thank you. Look, we are really, really proud of our work together on Xbox. I think our teams are, you know, so motivated. And, you know, when we look at Microsoft in gaming, I mean, you've been in gaming for a long time, but it seems like recently gaming has become even more important for Microsoft. Is that true?
Yeah, you know, Satya Nadella, Microsoft CEO, and I, we were talking a lot about what gaming could mean for Microsoft. You know, there are about 4 billion connected consumers on the planet today, and about 2 billion of those play video games. Just think about that, half the connected world playing video games. It's the scale of market that Microsoft should be a part of. And I said for a lot of today's youth, their first introduction to compute is through some form of video game that they're playing. Gaming's also going through a digital transformation that both of us are seeing in so many industries. The cloud is playing a more and more important role in for game developers today, and the local devices are enabling people to play all kinds of games across all kinds of devices, which is just a perfect area for Microsoft to be focused, and I get to keep my job, which is something that I love, so that's good.
Well, look, we love that vision. We love 2 billion gamers. Let's talk a little bit about the underlying technology, and what do we have to do to really power that vision?
Yeah, when we look forward, say over the next decade, and we say, what are you going to need to invest in to ensure that you're a leading game company? There are 3 components that are critically important as we see them. One, and first and foremost always, is the content. Gamers play games. People want to see great games. They want to play great games. They want to watch people play great games. We've invested at Microsoft in more first-party content, and the industry at large is creating more diverse and more interesting games than we ever have before. Content is critical. As you talked about before, gamers know how to reach us. Gamers are communal. They like to give feedback. They like to talk to each other. They like to play with each other on services like Xbox Live, to watch gameplay on services like Twitch and Mixer. Community is such an important part of what gaming is about and really differentiates it relative to other forms of entertainment in some pretty interesting ways. I'd say the third area that's becoming even more critical as we want to enable gamers to play games on any device is the cloud. Earlier this fall, we showed a video for Project xCloud. We announced our initiative to bring gaming, AAA gaming to any device, and we're using the silicon work that we've done together to ensure that the thousands of games that have already been built for the Xbox platform are enabled on that platform with no work from the developer. And that's really down to the work that our teams have done together to ensure that those cloud blades that we're putting in our Azure data centers today run all of the great Xbox games that people love to play.
No, that's fantastic. Look, we love that. You know, as a hardware company, I mean, we really love the idea that you can bring all the content together, you know, across all of these different platforms. And frankly, it's, you know, it's a technical challenge for us, but it's one that makes a lot of sense to go after. So can we talk a little bit about what's next?
Yeah, you know, we're, as a company, we look at the opportunity in gaming, and one of the things I wanted to say is when we think about who our partners are, we think about great companies that do great work, but also in the right way. And you are somebody that I've respected a ton in this industry, and I've seen the way you've led AMD, and I think having a partner like AMD that works so collaboratively with us on our future technology, but also at a cultural level, I think fits so well. It's just awesome to have you as a partner.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. And as we look forward to future platforms that we're building and work that we're doing, the partnerships and the innovations that we've seen in the past that have led to what we've been able to do today, I think are going to be critically important to our future endeavors. So I'm really looking forward to showing those to people more in the future.
Fantastic. Well, Phil, thank you so much. We are honored to be your partner. We're honored to be Microsoft's partner. And we have a lot of exciting things going in the future, so we look forward to that as well. Thank you again, Phil.
Thank you, Lisa. Have a good show.
Thank you.